Playing as King in Tekken has always been enjoyable for me because of his grappling moves. My introduction to Tekken was through Tekken 3, where I immediately fell in love with King's wrestling-inspired actions, being a fan of wrestling. Initially, I could only execute basic grappling moves like the reverse stretch bomb, as there were no online tutorials available back then. After a break of over a decade, I returned to the series with Tekken 7 on PS4. However, I found some of King's grapples, like the rolling death cradle, to be more challenging due to the need to press 3 buttons simultaneously compared to simpler 2-button inputs. Despite being an average player, I have always enjoyed executing King's grappling moves. I became aware of the competitive ranking system in Tekken 8, but my admiration for King's gameplay was solidified by watching skilled players like Lil Majin. In Tekken 8, executing King's grapples has become much easier, to the point where even new players or inexperienced players can perform them easily due to simplified inputs. However, recent updates have made it even easier to break out of King's grabs, which has slightly lowered my excitement. Very recently, King's grappling abilities were significantly weakened to the extent that breaking out of his grabs no longer requires any skill. Previously, you needed to time your button presses correctly to escape King's grab, whether it was by pressing 1 or 2, or both buttons simultaneously 1-2. However, now all you have to do is hold down the button. While I understand the necessity of balancing gameplay, I can't help but feel concerned that these changes may lower the skill ceiling. Mastering more complex moves like the screwdriver and rolling death cradle used to require extensive practice, and I worry that simplifying inputs might diminish the sense of achievement associated with executing these moves. In summary, while I may sound like I'm complaining, I'm simply expressing my concern about the evolution of King's grappling mechanics. I appreciate your attention and feel free to react however you see fit. Goodbye for now.